In this video we will show you how to use e-invoicing in LEXZUR. To utilize e-invoicing, you must first enable it. This feature is enabled at the entity level. Navigate to the billing settings. Open the Setup Entities page, select the entity you wish to apply e-invoicing to or create a new entity specifically for electronic invoicing transactions. E-invoicing is only applicable to the KSA region, so you must specify the country as Saudi Arabia and the base currency to SAR to activate the feature. Enable it from the e-invoicing field, and set it to active. Once you enable the e-invoicing, you cannot disable it later for the current entity. So ensure you select the correct entity before saving. Now, let's have an example of how to e-invoice a client. From the Invoice menu, click Add Invoice. Creating a new invoice requires you following some steps. First, the client's details, specify the client's account, and choose the invoice template from the predefined list of templates. The client's details such as the address, tax number, and so on, are all fields required by ZATCA. Therefore, these details will be retrieved automatically from the contacts page, and you can edit them on the fly. The next step is to link matters along with their corresponding time logs, expenses, and bill items to the invoice. You can include services as well in your invoice. Last but not least, the additional info page is where you must specify some additional invoice details, such as the purchase order number, terms, date, and due date. And some fields required by ZATCA such as invoice type, transaction type, and payment method. Once the invoice is created and changes the status to open, some restrictions will be applied, such as this invoice cannot be altered or deleted. This is a requirement for e-invoicing. For any modifications or if the clients decided to discard a service that has been invoiced or to add any new items to an e-invoice, you can either create a credit note or debit note. Additional options include recurring payment on the invoice, send it by email, export it as well using a customized template that will include a QR code. For more information on LEXZUR, reach out to us at help@lexzur.com.